Ladies and sirs of the jury, good morning. Today we will begin the process against Rosita Malger. Is a 7th grade student accused of cyberbullying, bullying, and extortion. As indicated before the prosecution on September 10, 2019, it is the student, Rosita Malger, who is present in this use. When then give way to the plaintiff to reveal the events that occurred. Subsequently, the defense attorney for the student, Rosita Malger, will take the floor. Please, Sir Plaintiff, proceed to relate the facts for which the student Rosita Malger is accused of committing cyberbullying, bullying, and extortion. After listening the versions of the two parts, this judge will issue the corresponding sentence. Thank you.
You give the word to the victim.
Thank you very much for the word. First of all, I introduce myself. I am Rosita and I am 7th grade. The truth is that I have always been searching for being intelligent, and thanks to this, I have received many messages from my classmates. Because once I reminded the teacher that we had an assignment to have in and my classmates did not missing in so resident team. Big this really affecting to me.
Give the word to the accused.
Well, listen to me. I am innocent. Clearly is exaggeration, simple. When that one is angry, happen to everyone, but I will not say those things for real, Mr. Jude. Believe me, we're just a joke, something that really does not mean. I know it does not seem like a very credible deduction, but it's really necessary to do all this scandal because I vote of impulse or rage, but something that is obviously and absurdly impossible for me to do.
We give the word to the witness of victim.
I'm Rosita's teacher, and I saw with my own eyes how the student Apollo sent her threats and annoyed to her.
Give the word to witness of accused.
I saw him set the message, but they was talking about video games, and they were not going to set messages to him, but to the video game charter and maybe head toward. Besides, something followed him because of the autocorrect.
Give the word to the victim, Laura.
Well, as such, it is very obvious that the accused didn't say all that a joke, and all the things that he said weren't meals at all. They were threats, and it isn't that my client is very exaggerated, but that affect emotionally, and also there are many messages on his phone that prove this.
Give the word to the defense lawyer.
In the first sentence, my client is innocent, since I don't claim against the life of his person. Also, they were only jokes which were not made, but they not have an violation of laws. For which I go back and repeat, my client is innocent.
Give the word to the prosecutor.
2013, the Colombian Congress passed Law 1620, by which the national system of school coexistence and training for the exercise of human rights. Education for sexuality and prevention and mitigation of school violence is created. The law defines bullying as follows. Negative, intentional, methodical, and systematic conduct of aggression. Intimidation, humiliation, ridicule, defamation, coercion. Isolation. Dread or increment to violence or any form of psychological, verbal, physical, or electronic abuse against a child or adolescent by a student or several students with whom he or she maintains an asymmetric power relationship, which occurs repeatedly or over a period of time, like law broken by the defendant. Now, I will ask some questions. Rosita, before the read, had you received any bad comment from the defendant?
Yes, I have lived some amenazas, but not as strong as those of Apollo, who says he wants to kill me and beat for telling the teacher the truth about the hoax.
Apollo, why did you threaten your classmate?
Or masters, it was just a joke. Those messages don't mean anything. Even so, I said it because it's fun. Some fun does not win anyone. I can only do that because I thought you were allowed to. That's all.
Can you tell me if the defendant has had any problem at home or psychological because his behavior is not normal? And can you tell me the background of your protect?
My client does not have any problems on home or psychology, and his procedures do not have a situation to use. My client is innocent.
Can you tell me how the victim reacted to the threat?
She told me that this type of treatment made that she felt very bad and sometimes think in suicide.
Just, that's all.
To the member of the jury.
I say that the defendant is guilty because it clearly shows that the messages he sent were for the plaintiff and were not about a video game, and that the witness claims to see that Apollo was intimidating the plaintiff.
As a judge and taking into account the events that occurred and the testimonies that we have heard, this court makes the decision to recommend specialist care for the student through the accompaniment of a physiologist to determine the cause of biorrhea and especially to provide clinical help overcome the difficulties on the part of this court. This process is closed by thanking everyone for the participation. Thank you.